Hello and welcome to another video. I hope that you are all very well. Today I'll be talking about resident parking zones. Are they a good idea? And if so, for who? However, before I get started, I just want to say a big thank you to all our current subscribers, because without you guys, this video today would not be possible. If you're watching this channel and you're not a subscriber, well, you know what to do. Hit that subscribe button right now so that you do not miss out on our future videos. A resident parking zone, also known as a controlled parking zone, is an area which is regulated for the benefit of the residents. Residents will normally apply for a permit for a fee. They'll apply for a permit and they stick this permit on the windscreen of their car. This will enable them to park in the parking zone. I agree that we should have these residential parking zones because I think people should be able to park on the road that they live in. However, it's only fair to have these zones if they are correctly signposted, so that not only local residents but people who are not from that area, they know that they should not be parking there. Normally, when you enter these zones, you will get a sign. It will be signposted to say resident permit only, or it's a controlled zone. Then, once you're in the zone, you will also get marked bays. You'll get painted boxes on the road indicating that these bays are for residents only. And on top of that, it'll be signposted on the lamppost or on a pole near the bays, which will further indicate the timings that the bays are in force. In this example, we can see that we are entering a control zone, which is in force Monday to Friday between 9 AM and 5 PM. We can also see the marked bays. Furthermore, there is a pole by the bay reconfirming the details. Again, here there are more bays with a time plate reconfirming the details. This is repeated throughout the zone. It is sad that some councils use these residential zones as a money spinner, and unfortunately, I'm sorry to say, South Bucks Council, where I live, is one of these councils. They've created this residential zone around Ivar Station. Now, they say that people basically leave their cars there and travel to work into London. That's not an issue, but we're going to be driving soon into this parking zone and you will see how poorly marked it is. So I'm just going to drive off from here and I'm going to go into the residential parking zone. I would like you to watch out for all the road signs that you possibly can. I'm turning left at the end of this road. And I'll be turning left again into the next road. I can see a sign here. What does it say? Permit holders only past this point, Monday to Friday 10 AM to 2 PM, except in assigned bays. Now there's a lot of information to read there. I managed to read that quite easily because I was stopped, but somebody turning into the road, there is a lot of information to read. I can't see any bays on this road at the moment. I'm going to take the next road on the left. Maybe we'll find some bays there. Yeah, I thought I saw a car coming. He was just letting somebody out. She was letting somebody out. We've got some bays here, so I'm assuming these are the bays for residents only. I'm just going to follow the road round to the left here. And it looks all back to normal here. There are no bays. There's no nothing. So there's nothing on the lampposts, nothing on the trees, no information on the telegraph pole, no information at all. The only sign I see is on this lamppost indicating the road there. There's nothing coming along, so I'm going to stop on the left towards the end of this road. Now I'm going to assume that I can park here. Would you park here? Well, if you did park here, then you are likely to get a parking ticket. There are no yellow lines. There are no signs on the lampposts. There are no signs on the trees. There are no marked bays. The council expects us to remember that when we entered the zone, the information that we saw there, I could have turned left into the previous road or wherever, but I'm in this zone. The council is using an old rule, like the speeding rule. For example, we have 20-mile-an-hour zones. So once you enter a 20-mile-an-hour zone, whether you turn left or right, if there's no signs, in the absence of signs, that zone will continue. So therefore you need to assume that the next road will also be 20 miles an hour and the next one will be 20 miles per hour. So the council is using that rule to say, look, it said that you're entering a zone, and from this point onwards is resident parking only during those hours. It doesn't matter how much times I turn left, it doesn't matter how much times I turn right. I can see in the distance there that the zone is coming to an end, and that's the main road, but it's a very easy mistake to make. And I want your opinion. Do you think that this is for the benefit of the residents, or is, in this particular case, is this nothing but a money spinner for the council? You can see here for yourself that there are no yellow lines, nothing on the lamppost, nothing on the trees, no information at all. The council simply expects us to know that this is a resident permit zone. However, you can see in the distance there that the zone is coming to an end, so that indicates that at the moment, currently, we are still in the zone. Please comment and let me know what you think. I look forward to receiving your comments, and I will reply back to each and every single one of you. Thank you for your time. Take care. Bye-bye.